Isaiah chapter 45 begins with God addressing the Persian king Cyrus, whom he has raised up as an instrument to fulfill his purposes. God declares that he has anointed Cyrus to conquer nations and subdue kings, even though Cyrus does not know or worship the true God. This chapter highlights God's sovereignty over all rulers and nations, showing that he can use even a foreign king to carry out his will. Through Cyrus, God promises to restore his people Israel, allowing them to return to their land and rebuild Jerusalem. This reinforces the idea that God is in control of history and that his plan for Israel's restoration will unfold according to his will. In the next section, God emphasizes his uniqueness and power. He declares that there is no other God besides him, affirming that he is the creator and sustainer of the universe. God explains that he forms the light, creates darkness, and brings peace and calamity, all of which are under his authority. He calls on the people of the earth to acknowledge that he alone is God and that all creation exists by his will. The message is a call to the nations to recognize the one true God, who is both powerful and purposeful in his actions. God then reassures Israel, promising that they will be vindicated and honored. Despite their past rebellion and exile, God declares that they are his chosen people, and he will bring them back to himself. He assures them that they will be delivered, and that the nations will recognize the righteousness of God's plan. This section highlights God's faithfulness to his covenant with Israel, showing that his promises are not dependent on Israel's worthiness but on his mercy and sovereign will. The chapter reinforces the certainty of Israel's restoration and the eventual recognition of God's glory by all nations. The chapter concludes with a proclamation that all people, from every nation, will ultimately acknowledge the supremacy of God. In the future, every knee will bow, and every tongue will swear allegiance to the Lord. The chapter concludes by emphasizing the righteousness and salvation of God, who is the only true Savior. It presents a vision of the future in which all people will recognize God's sovereignty and will seek his righteousness. The chapter underscores that God's plan for Israel and the nations is all part of a larger, divine purpose that will be fulfilled in his time. Let's now read Isaiah chapter 45. Thus saith the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have holden, to subdue nations before him, and I will loose the loins of kings, to open before him the two-leaved gates, and the gates shall not be shut. I will go before thee, and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass, and cut in sunder the bars of iron. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness, and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Lord, which call thee by thy name, am the God of Israel. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name, I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. I am the Lord, and there is none else, there is no God beside me, I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. That they may know from the rising of the sun, and from the west, that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light, and create darkness, I make peace, and create evil, I the Lord do all these things. Drop down, ye heavens, from above, and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation, and let righteousness spring up together, I the Lord have created it. Woe unto him that striveth with his Maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, What makest thou? Or thy work, he hath no hands? Woe unto him that saith unto his father, What begettest thou? Or to the woman, What hast thou brought forth? Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, and his Maker, Ask me of things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands command ye me. I have made the earth, and created man upon it. I, even my hands, have stretched out the heavens, and all their host have I commanded. I have raised him up in righteousness, and I will direct all his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, not for price nor reward, saith the Lord of hosts. Thus saith the Lord, the labor of Egypt, and merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabaeans, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine, they shall come after thee, In chains they shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee, they shall make supplication unto thee, saying, Surely God is in thee, and there is none else, there is no God. Verily thou art a God that hidest thyself, O God of Israel, the Saviour. They shall be ashamed, and also confounded, all of them, they shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. For thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, God himself that formed the earth and made it, he hath established it, he created it not in vain, he formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I have not spoken in secret, in a dark place of the earth, I said not unto the seed of Jacob, Seek ye me in vain. I the Lord speak righteousness, I declare things that are right. Assemble yourselves and come, draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations, they have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image, and pray unto a God that cannot save. Tell ye, and bring them near, yea, let them take counsel together, who hath declared this from ancient time? Who hath told it from that time? Have not I the Lord? And there is no God else beside me, a just God and a Saviour, there is none beside me. Look unto me, and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am God, and there is none else. I have sworn by myself, the word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness, and shall not return, that unto me every knee shall bow, every tongue shall swear. Surely, shall one say, In the Lord have I righteousness and strength, even to him shall men come, and all that are incensed against him shall be ashamed. In the Lord shall all the seed of Israel be justified, and shall glory. This ends our reading of Isaiah chapter 45.